See? Hi, everybody. Good evening. Say hi to Straight Up real quick here.
Hi guys, how you doing?
He's not coming on because he's not feeling the greatest right now. So I just wanted to kind of share with you guys what's going on. Thank you guys for coming in. So just be patient with me here for a minute. And I know I'm doing it wrong. My phone is, for whatever reason, the orientation lock is locked. So I'm gonna have to go back and fix that. So, but thank you for guys for bearing with me and stuff, and just waiting for more people to get on here. Just so kind of that guy, 1983. Thank you so much. Hey Danny, how are you doing? Good evening. Hey Gamble After Dark, how are you doing? Thank you guys for coming in. Like I said, oh hey Little Dutchy, thank you for coming in. Hi, Norma Gutierrez. Good evening. Thank you, guys. Make sure that you hit the like button. I appreciate you guys. Hey, Chris Pantel, how you doing? Thank you guys for hanging out. And hey, Missy, thank you so much for being here for us. Like I said, it's a more. Hey, Lady Avalon, hi, beautiful. How are you doing? As all of you coming in. So, guys, it's just been a very frustrating week, and I'm just gonna, like I said, we're an open book. Straight Up is not feeling great. Hey, Chris and Lou, he's not feeling great at all, guys. He fell the other day. That's how bad. And I mean, and any of you guys know about insurance, or there is so much. I'm gonna excuse my language, guys, but there's so much damn red tape, and it's ridiculous. I mean, he's already got the treatment in place. That we know that they're going to do radiation, but to get there is like all of these damn steps to get there, and it's ridiculous. I don't understand. For the life of me, I don't understand. So if somebody can help me understand this, please do. So he's been in pain. He fell the other day because his leg is so weak. He fell. It was in the middle of the night. He was sleeping with me, and he had to go to the bathroom, of course. And then I'm kind of like half asleep because I'm just like really like, how we say in Spanish, al alba. I'm like, trying to listen with one ear, and have one eye closed. And so all of a sudden I hear and I'm like, what in the world? And I see him on the floor. I'm like, what happened? Oh my gosh. And so his leg gave out. And he, he's like, babe, check my hip because I can't feel anything. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So and of course, the next day we call the doctor's office and we're telling him what's going on. And I mean, it's like they just, well, we understand that. And I'm just like, no, they don't. I mean, we're with the people that are helping us out, supposedly, right? Is the Millennium Group, and when you call their office, right? Oh my gosh. I mean, you're right, Missy. You're right. And it's like, they're like the Millennium Group, and it's like, we pride ourselves in care and all that, and so they have an advocate. And guys, let me tell you something. I could be the sweetest person in the whole world, and I will do anything for you. Hey, Tail Slots, how are you doing? Thank you so much. But I tell you what, when it comes to my children and my husband, oh, you know what? All bets are off. And people that I love, all bets are off. And you know what? I'm going to step on your toes. So I'm going to I did call one time the advocate, and I said, look, they said they were going to do this. They didn't do it. You came into the hospital room and you told me that if we had any issues with any of these people, to let you know. Well, guess what? I'm going to let you know. Thank you, Lady Luck. I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much. I'm definitely going to be on the phone tomorrow again and complain. And so, because this is ridiculous, it should not take this long to take care of patients. It shouldn't. So I mean, what is really going on? Why all of this red tape? I don't I don't get it, right? So anyway, so anyway, so then this week, Monday came, nothing. And I think it was Tuesday. It does, Lady Luck, and I just, like I said, I just don't understand. I mean, I don't, because I feel like, and it's like James said, well, baby, I'm sure I'm not the only one. Yeah, you're not the only one, but that just means that all of these people are suffering. All of these people are going through hell, whether it's pain hell, whether I mean, the system hell. It's Thank you, Brenda D. Thank you so much. Text me or call me tomorrow. Okay, thank you, Misty. I would definitely will. So it's like, this is ridiculous. So then, Cigna is his insurance company, and so of course we call Cigna. That I'm glad she does. More power to Laura, because oh my gosh, I mean, somebody's got to do it. Who are these patient advocates? Because I mean, like I said, I am going to do whatever I need to do, because this is ridiculous. So anyway, we're calling Cigna, and then he bit his tongue on top of that too. He bit his tongue, so now he can't eat very much. So I'm giving him all this liquid diets because he can't eat, because he's got, now I have a friend of mine who is also our nurse, and she came over to visit us today, and she's spending the night. And she's like, Sonia, he's got like a yeast infection in his mouth, because of the antibiotics or whatever. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. And so it's like, I mean, when it rains, it pours, right? So then, and then our air condition goes out of our car. And then and then
in the water.
Yes, baby. And then our windshield, it got a crack, and it just went burst. So that's three things, guys, And, we have a thing, that things happen in threes, right? You guys have heard that, right? So it's like, Lord, what is going on here? And, guys, I know what the word says. And I know that the word says that we don't battle flesh and blood. We battle spiritual principalities that are in this world. And we just have to be armored up and stood up and ready for battle. I get that. But man, guys, I just need a break. I need straight up to get a break, because this is crazy. This is crazy. And like I said, guys, if you all have any suggestions, or I mean, something, a loophole, because oh my gosh. So we did get a hold of Cigna. He does have a case manager. Praise God for that. And she did get it approved. You know who you are up against. Yes, definitely. Bottom line, it's up to the insurance companies. They determine your care, but a good doctor can fight with it. And I think so. You're right, Misty. You're absolutely right. I agree with you 110%. And it's like, why aren't these doctors fighting? Because you know what? That's what Bonnie told us, who is his caseworker. She said that the doctors can push the button and say, hey, this is where he's at. I mean, because I just found out that my tax lady, she, because I was texting her, telling her that a friend of ours was going to be taking our tax information to her and stuff like that, right? Because she lives in Harker Heights, right? Hey, Gambler After Dark, thank you for coming in and supporting us. And so she said that her husband got diagnosed with prostate cancer. It just got diagnosed. And then he's also going through kidney failure, stage 4. So his name is Walter, guys. So if you guys can keep him in your prayers, his name is Walter. I would really appreciate that. And it's just like every time I turn around, guys, somebody is being diagnosed with cancer. Somebody died from cancer. I had a friend of ours who had a 34-year-old daughter, and his daughter-in-law, and she passed away from cancer. What is going on? This is ridiculous. What is going on? I mean, share with her what I shared with you. I will, Jane. I will. But, and the thing is, guys, we know that there is cure for cancer, but like Missy says, it's the insurance companies, and it's about money, because you know how much money the insurances make? I mean, you know how much money the Cancer Society makes over these patients? Oh, it's a ridiculous amount. I mean, I've heard all these crazy stories. Unfortunately, prostate cancer usually leads to a secondary cancer. Mike went from prostate to colon. Yeah, see, Misty, so you understand. I mean, and it's just like poor lady. I'm just like she goes, and they're just taking day to day. You know, they're taking day to day. I mean, and that's us too. I mean, it's like I told James. You know, I said, babe, you know what? Don't worry about the money because you know what? He had his retirement money and it's just like dwindling, you know? I mean, because I mean, hospital bill, the hospital stay, the shoot, the PET scan was $8,000 and then the insurance said, well, we're not going to pay for that because it's it was what was the word they said? It was experimental. What in the hell? Experimental? He's got freaking cancer. What are you talking about experimental? Oh my gosh. So, I mean, we're going to fight that. We're going to fight that because that is ridiculous. And it's like, you know, we paid over $1,500 a month for 15 years, guys, and never used it, not one time. Okay, not one time did we use that insurance. And now that we need it, it it's like, you know, teeth, what is it? What is it? How do they say it? You know, teeth and nails or whatever. I mean, oh my gosh. And so anyway, but I mean, I hope that this, you know, Bonnie, he says, why can't he get Medicare also? I said, well, you know what, Missy, again, I try to get a social worker to help us out. And it's all these things. Thank you, Slots Guy. Thank you so much. It's all these loopholes. I mean, all these hoops that we got to go through. And it's just like, can't you just make it easy for us? I mean, even so with Social Security disability, okay, guys. So we go to disability, Social Security disability, right? And you got to be a stage four cancer. If you're not stage 4 or 5 and above, no, they're not going to help you. You're out of luck. What in the world? You paid all this money into Social Security, and you're not going to do it because he's in stage 3 or 2 or whatever. Yeah. So you got to be stage 4 for disability. Laura's sister has a brain tumor 10 years ago and is still getting routine MRIs. Yeah, and so, and you know, those are not cheap. Hey, Melly. Well, straight up is not feeling good. He would have been here with me, but guys, he can't, he has to lie down. He can't even sit up. That's how bad it is. Oh, trust me, Lady Luck, I am pushing the doctor like knows. I mean, they know me. I mean, they're really like, oh, here she goes. I mean, I'm calling him. I am being a pain in his ass like nobody's business. I mean, I was a pain in his ass all day today, and that we have an appointment tomorrow morning, and we got to drive 30 minutes from here to go see him because you know they have like offices all over Houston and stuff like that. So, but it's like, oh my gosh. But why do they wait till the end of day? I mean, you know, it's like, why do you wait till the end of day to answer my call? And then they tell you, so if you call like before 8 o'clock, they say, you know, please leave a message and the nurses will get back to you, right? Well, and then they said the message says, but don't call multiple times because you'll clog up our system. Well, answer the damn call then, or call me back. I mean, I wouldn't clog up your system if you guys keep, you know, keep notes on everyone you're speaking to. Oh, trust me, I got 2 notebooks. He's got one, I got one. What? Okay, you got to tell Daddy, baby. Go ask Daddy. Let me finish talking and we'll go, okay? All right. My grandson. A long time ago, I heard a macrobiotic diet being very effective diet, and there has been studies done to confirm, but there have been some, you know what? I'll look into that. Hello, just joined the chat. Does he still work? No, he does not. Guys, he was retired. He was retired, and then all of this happens. Being a long time ago, I heard of. Okay, I know there's been many studies to confirm it. Seal slots. I know. I just saw your message. Please share with us again. Yeah, that, and I don't know if you guys have heard of some doctor. Does he still? Maybe he can start a fundraiser for him. I have friends who have classmates joined a fundraiser. It's been a life changing. And you know what, guys? I'll be honest with you. I hate asking anybody for money. I do. I do. This is how I feel. I always go back to this story about this pastor, right? And he had a huge orphanage in Europe and never asked anybody for a dime, not one time. But he had a multi-million-dollar orphanage because people would just come and give him money. He didn't ask for it, never asked for it. And so I just want, if that's the case, I want the Lord just to, I mean, put it in people's hearts and they just do it. I don't like getting involved in all that because I've heard so many stories. Oh, people are and scamming and stuff, and I know because I mean I've seen it. I've seen that there was this girl who said she had cancer and it was a lie. My one of my ex daughter-in-law said the same thing, that she had cancer, and so I mean I rushed over there to help her, to all that, only to it to be false. And I hate that. I hate people that use stuff like this to lie. And so that's why it's an area that is just really touchy for me. And I don't I don't necessarily want to go there. I mean, if people want to do it, I'm more than grateful and I'm thankful, but I would rather have somebody else take care of that. And I don't want to, because I don't want people to say, well, oh, that they're just asking for money or they're doing this, because that's not who we are. That is not who we are. You know, hospitals have secure money given many donors just as people ask about their programs. Okay, Missy, I will. But, I just, like I said, I mean, he, straight up was like, here I retired for what, I mean, but you know what? It's like I told him too. I said, you know what, babe, God has a plan. We don't understand the details of it. But, like it says it in Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans that I have for you, plans to give you a hope in the future and not to harm you. And you know what, guys? That's what we stand on. That's what we're going to stand on for Straight Up, for James, that God has a plan. And whatever it is, we're going to take it one day at a time, because like I've told you guys before last week, none of us are promised tomorrow. And you know, so we will do what we can. We will do what we can with what we got, and we're gonna just keep fighting. I mean, we're not. Thank you, DJ Starman, Yoshi. Thank you so much, lot familia. Thank you. We're in the fight, guys. We're in the fight, and I ask each and every with you, each and every one of you guys, to be in the fight with us. And the best thing that you can do for us is pray, 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 and pray, and ask my heavenly Father. James is being seen through a university hospital. Well, no, Missy, it's Conroe Regional Medical, but they're like a group of doctors, so they're like orthopedic, oncologists, radiologists, kind of like they all kind of work together, and they're called the Millennium Group. So thank you so much, Danny. We love you too. We know you're a great super supporter, and we appreciate you very much. And so, I mean, somebody told me, why don't you call MD Anderson? Because MD Anderson I mean, they're known around here in Houston, because, like, guys, we're literally in the vicinity of MD Anderson. Conroe Regional is right across the way from them. And so, guys, I did. I called them. I'm on hold for 20 minutes, and then they hung up on me. Are you serious? That's the kind of day I've had. I've been on the phone. I've been hung up on. I called the Cancer Centers of America, and I was on the phone with this lady, and she didn't even call me back. She didn't even call me back. She had my phone number. She didn't even call me back. So, I mean, talk about discouraging. That was so freaking discouraging. Thank you, Teal Slots. I appreciate that. I mean, it was like, oh my gosh, Lord, what do I do now? And guys, those are a lot of my moments. It's like, Lord, what do I do now? Because you know what? I can feed him. I can, help bathe him. And I do all that, and I do it graciously. And I know that for a man, it's very humbling, because, I mean, he went from walking and just typical person to you know, literally relying on me to drive him, to take him, to nurse him, to feed him, to cook for him, to clean for him, to do everything. And it's just like, I mean, I feel bad for him in that regard because, I mean, I know that as a man, I know that you men pride yourselves in being in charge and being controlled and being, you know, um, I mean, doing everything, and I mean, that was straight up. I mean, anywhere we went, I mean, he would do the luggage, he would do, I mean, everything. I mean, talk about a gentleman. I mean, he opened my door. He never wanted me to carry the luggage or do this or nothing because, guys, I'm the fabulous Miss Bling thing, right? And so it's like, and now all of a sudden, for a man, it's hard because we're used to doing the man house, and you're a super. Oh, thank you. And it's just like, I mean, all of a sudden, the tables have turned because it's like he can't, and not that he doesn't want to, but he can't. He can't right now. And I know it's just for a season and it's just for a moment, but it's guys, it's hard on both sides of the coin because him and me, because I can't take his pain away. And we're nurturers. I'm a nurturer. I'm one that loves taking care of people. So for me, it's like, not being able to do it, you know, not being able to do it, it's hard, Yeah, exactly, Jane. And he is. James, you guys, if you've met him, he is. He is an amazing man, and I can't lose him, guys. I just can't. And I'm sorry, I'm crying and all this, but um, I mean, it is Missy. It's like, you know what? And this is round two for me because with my son, it was that way. It was a life-changing event. My son went from talking and all of that, 3.5 years old, from talking and, being a baby, a little boy, to, I mean, he didn't talk. He didn't walk anymore. I had to have nursing care. And so, I mean, and it's like, here I go again. I mean, except James can talk, which I'm glad he can, but, I mean, he went from one extreme to the other. And I mean, it's life changing. And guys, and I guess that's another thing I want to tell you guys, to take care of one another, embrace each other, because you're all you got. I mean, those of you that have been married for a long time, if you need to, don't hesitate. Okay, Melly, I won't. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. And that's what I would be telling you guys, to be there for one another, to take care of each other, because guys, life is life, and I'm always reminded of that scripture that says, in this world you will have trouble. It's going to happen. It happens to all of us. It happens to the just, it happens to the unjust. Just like the rain shines on the just and it shines on the unjust. We're not, it's not like, because one of straight up's questions was like, babe, what did I do? What did I do? That was so bad, to get this. What did I do? And I said, honey, you didn't do anything. This is life. It happens to the good, the bad, the ugly. It happens to all of us, I mean, that's life, And thank you, Nista. Thank you so much. If not for the grace of God, I do. I love you too. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you, Missy. And you know, and it's like I tell him. I said, you know what? It's life. It happens, and it's nothing you did. You didn't do anything wrong. Um, and we're just gonna take a day at a time, and we're gonna beat this thing. Cancer is not going to win. It's just not. It's just not. It's not. There's no option there. Guys. There's no option. Hey, Rock and Rocco, thank you for that. Thank you so much. It's not an option. It's just not an option. It's like we would always tell our kids, you know, um, they say, I can't. And I have this cup from my son that he would say that. That was like his famous phrase, Mommy, I can't, I can't. I said, we don't use that word. We don't use that word. The word says that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. So it's not an option. We don't quit. And if you start something, you're going to finish it. That was my motto with my children, with my sons. If you start something, you're going to finish it. You don't have to like it, but you're going to start, or you're going to finish what you started. And that was it. So, we're in this, and it started, and we're going to finish it, and we're going to finish it winning, because we have you guys, because we have your support, because we have your prayers above all, because like I told you guys last week, I want heaven to know who Straight Up is. I want heaven to know who James Kaiser is. I want heaven to know is like all of these people are praying for him, and it's like, oh my God, they're just so loud. We're going to be so loud, because trust me guys when I tell you, I am calling all of my, I have a lot of friends. That are prayer warriors, and I've called them. I said, pass it on to somebody else. I pass it on to somebody else, and I'm going to keep it going, and it's not going to stop. The devil is not going to have his way with my husband. He's just not. I'm giving him notice. It's not going to happen, and come hell or high water, as they say, right? It's just not going to happen. And you know what, guys? Again, I just want to thank you for your support, and I'm going to keep you guys updated as we were going through this journey. Every week. Whether I'm here with him and I'm, he's just like, he also told me, Straight Up is amazing. He's like, baby, I want to give you some time for you to go, because I do have my son who's here with me, and to take a break, because you know what, guys, as caregivers, we got to, when I was taking care of my son, if it wasn't for my nurses, I don't know where I would be, because every weekend they would take Zachy, so they would take him Friday, and I wouldn't get him back till Sunday, and it just gave me a breather, to go do whatever I needed to do for myself. Self-care, guys, is so important. Yes, thank you. Yes, I am. Amen. And thank you so much, Teal Sloss. Thank you, Tom and Laura. It is. I'd go to the gym. I'd go work out. Whatever I needed to do to be strong for my son, to be strong for my family, because we still had kids at home. So I had to be strong for so many people. So it wasn't like I had an option, right? I had to do it, and to have some type of sanity. So if you're a caregiver, I encourage you, please take some time out for yourself, because you've got to take care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself, you're no good to the person you're taking care of. That's just like I always tell people too. If you don't love yourself, there's no way you can love somebody else. There's just no way, because the two go hand in hand. You've got to love yourself to emulate love, to give love, to serve, to do. It goes hand in hand. So, so please, guys, if you're in that situation, Mike has a 5% chance to make it. 12 pressers for life support, and he made it. James is strong, and he will beat it. Amen, Missy. You have been so encouraging in sharing your story. And guys, please share your stories here with us, because you know what, guys, like I said, I hear these stories of people that have gone through like extremes, that they were at stage 5, and they made it. They made it. They fought through. They fought the fight. Because like I say, guys, you know what? We're not fighting, to victory. We're fighting from victory. The victory is already ours. So you guys are amazing. Keep up the faith. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Thank you so much, Brenda. I watched my mom go through cancer, and I know exactly how you're feeling. I'm sending prayers of comfort and strength. Thank you. And you know what, guys? That is what's going to keep us up, is your prayers, is your consistency in being here for us and doing and sharing. Since James was sent away for last job, it was great. He was a great dad and went home, but torn between present and yes, Jane, he was becoming a nurse. Being a nurse, Lori has to decompress daily. She's a caregiver. We do, Tom. We do, because it takes a toll on your body. It takes a toll mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, every aspect. It does. And that's why sometimes even just going to the store, guys, even just going to the store, it's like, okay, I get a little break, just to kind of gather my thoughts. And even this right here, guys, this right here, it's I'm gathering my thoughts. I'm sharing with you guys. I always say that when we cry, it's like healing the soul. I mean, tears are healing the soul. Hey, Gallivanters, thank you so much. I appreciate that. So anyway, guys, I'm going to let you go. I just wanted to share with you guys. I balance myself from work and life, no longer care about the things you can't control. He's in my prayers every night. Thank you, GJ Starman. I appreciate that so, so much. And I can't wait till we guys meet each and every one of you. And I'm a hugger and I'm a kisser. And I'm just going to hug you guys and I'm just going to hug you like for dear life. You're just going to know who I am. But I appreciate you guys so much. And I will keep you posted as things are progressing. Yes, Nista. Yes, it does. As things are going, I will keep you posted. My mom had cancer too, and she beat it. David's mom had stage 4, and she beat it. She wanted to give up, but she didn't. And I know James can do the same. Never give up, and we're here for you. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. I love each and every one of you. And I just pray a special blessing and cast a special blessing over each and every one of you, that you would lack nothing, that you're blessed coming in and blessed going out, that hand pays are taking over you guys, and that you guys are being a blessing. Because you know what? I believe, guys, that God blesses us to be a giver, to give, to do for others. So you guys be blessed and know that I love each and every one of you guys, and that I will keep you posted as things are progressing, as things are going. I will keep the lives every Thursday, guys. If you want to get on here, I would appreciate it. And just share, guys, share, because this is real. This is life. Let man know my wife and I are praying for us. Yes, thank you, Slotzilla. Thank you so much. I love you guys. And until next time, remember, if it ain't paying, we ain't staying. Cha-ching. God bless you from me and straight up, and we'll keep you posted. Thanks, James. I love you. Best to you guys. Bye-bye.